All right, Shalom, giving all praise and glory, honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakah Quadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us this truth through the Spirit and power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And this be a quick hitter through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Peace, love, and blessings to the elect scattered, mainly in Babylon, the Great America. All right, and basically this is going into 2 Thessalonians 2, the second chapter, verses 4 on down to 8. All right, dealing with the wicked being revealed. All right. And ultimately, I just want to add on to it because at the end of it, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah deals with righteousness. All right. He deals with holiness. Even though he does create, the left-hand power via through Satan and through the demons. But the end-all, be-all is because of sin being in the earth and the wicked being in power. Just letting us know an example of us living in a wicked world so we can understand both good and evil. All right? But the end-all, be-all is righteousness. Matter of fact, let's get it right quick. And I'm going to come back to that. 2 Peter 3 and 12. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of our power, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Verse 13. Nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. All right. And that's going to be the kingdom of heaven that's going to be on the planet earth, aka Jerusalem, Israel. All right. So that's what we are hoping for, which we already know that's going to come to pass. We just hope that we're part of that election. But we are in LTB. We are looking forward to the new heavens and new earth, and that new goes into being refreshed, and it's going to be refreshed via through righteousness of the Lord. So it reads, bang. But we are looking forward to a new heavens and new earth. He has promised a world filled with God's righteousness. All right. And, ultimately is this world is filled with, God's left-hand power, his wickedness that he's showing via through Esau, Edom. Even though we know that righteousness still dwells within his people because the Lord has ultimately chosen and still dealing with, the nation of Israel. So that's that. Going to Isaiah 29. And it's 29 and 15 in the KJV. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord Yahweh, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us and knoweth us? NLT, what sorrows awaits those who try to hide their plans from the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, who do their evil deeds in the dark. The Lord Yahweh cannot see us, they say. He doesn't know what's going on. That's the mindset of Esau Edom, because he has that God-like complex, thinking that he is the Most High. So anything that he does or what he's doing, whether it be, on the forefront of in the secretness of, the Illuminati and so on and so forth, doing everything in secrets, either way, they believe that they are doing the will of a God. All right. Them being over the people, and in the times we living in, they flat out telling you people that you will own nothing and be happy. All right. You're going to like and love and adapt to the new system, which they're ultimately going to implement via through that MARK. Revelation 13 and 16. All right, on down to 17, man. And people have to understand that these elites have their agendas that they're thinking that's going to be come to pass and be fulfilled only for the purpose of the Lord. Salakia. Only for to fulfill the prophecies and the purpose of the Lord. And you can read Job, the 20th chapter, verse 22 on down, when he's about to fulfill his belly, then shall the wrath of the Most High fall upon him, make him vomit up all his riches, all his guiltiness. All right, basically he's going to be thrown under judgments. All right, and yes, the so-called Caucasian white race, the ones that own everything in the world, but still further in destroying the earth. They got all the resources to help this, place heal, to kill, poverty and all that. But meanwhile, they're still doing wicked shit. And that's because Yahweh Shem Yahushua put that evil spirit upon them to be the wicked. Rather, it don't matter how much you people disagree with, it's just facts. And now the earth, and I'm gonna get that precept in Job, the 20th chapter, verse 27, the heavens is revealing Esau Edom for all his wickedness. And the main topic that made me did this video was the simple fact of so-called, cannibalism, which is going to be a future event that's going to happen through the famine. But they've been ultimately secretly feeding us human meat throughout the years, man. All right, and it's just the truth. Just like I remember, like I've been first waking up. This been the years, the mid 2000s, like 2009 on down to like 13 or 12. And I seen and heard the video about the McDonald's, man. All right, but now it's more evident, and it's more, archives and videos coming out with these companies are injecting, human meat and finding human DNA in the meats, man. All right, it's just the truth. And that goes back into Ezekiel, the 4th chapter, verse 13, how it says that the Israelites ultimately is going to eat the defiledness of that bread. All right, the food being tainted and basically ultimately cursed, letting you know that these devils, they know what the fuck they're doing, man. Wonder why every time you turn around, it's a recall on something. All right, especially I would know, being in that type of line of work with retail and grocery stores and shit. All right, all type poison in the air, the waters. It's so bad, people are very selective on the water that they drink. And either way, it's all bad because of the plastic. All right, everything that this devil do and touch, it just fucks it up, because they are ultimately the harbinger of death. They are the cancer of the earth, man. All right, they are that ancient forefathers Cain. All right, no matter where he went, basically always troubles, destruction, mayhem, and no fruit, no prospering. But we still know and understand that this devil is in rulership, but for a short time. All right, so a lot is going on in the planet Earth. AMP, Isaiah 29 and 15. Woe, judgment is coming to those who try to deeply hide their plans from the Lord Yahweh, whose deeds are done in the dark, and who say who sees us and who know of us. All right, basically talking in that prideful talk, man, being in that prideful manner. It's the same devil that said that they can make their own rain, knowing damn well throughout the generations of mankind, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua always made those things to happen. Mainly Yahweh, the Heavenly Father. All right, and the angels and so on and so forth. All that. But we got to understand what we're dealing with at the end of the day. And even also, people was talking about the movie Him. And that's like I said, that's just a small matter. Very small. And we've been telling you people that these motherfuckers do this type of shit. All right, dealing with witchcraft, Satan worshiping, sacrificing. All right, Hell, the abortion clinics is a new way of saying moled. All right, knowing the history of that. But because knowledge is increasing, the people are knowing and learning, man. So there ain't gonna be no cloak for any sins, man, as the scriptures say. And ultimately, we in the time of Esau's exposure and downfall and destruction. All that's going to happen upon this one nation. Starting off with the elites, the ones that's in control of everything, the one that control the narrative. All right, that mess with the algorithm, as people love to say. Ultimately, the devil. Ephesians 6:12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. NLT, for we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world, against mighty powers in this dark world, and against evil spirits in the heavenly places. All right, and that's what we deal with. Spiritual demons, Satan. We deal with that and his demons. All right, that roam this earth. Even dealing with the physical manner as being manifest. All right, by these demons and by Satan. And like I said, people got to understand and realize these same so-called, politicians, teachers, police officers, your everyday community Americans, that's basically mainly of high status. Even low status, especially if it's in their spirit to do that type of shit. But nonetheless, they're doing these type of things. And as the years prolong and Esau being exposed on all levels, we are finding out more and more that this how this devil get down, man. By using that sorcery, that witchcraft. All right. So let's get two more scriptures. Let me see. It's the Job. 20. I'll read that verse 20. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Ultimately, judgment is going to happen because they think that they're going to rule, all right, and fulfill their NWO. They think they're going to continue to rule, all right, that their houses continue forever, going back to Psalms, the 49th chapter, verse 11. All right, they think this devil really truly think that they're not going to be taken down. Verse 23, when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High God, Yahweh, shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating, right before he's about to fulfill his desire of fulfilling the new world order, thinking that everything's going to go into plan. And even dealing with the straits, what's going on now, you got Esau versus Esau now. All right, dealing with these people with the ICE. All right, dealing with the National Guard. Certain, states are against the rules of DJ Trump. All right, Esau versus Esau. And it says that in the New Testament, in the Matthews, all right, if Satan be against Satan, how can his kingdom, stand? All right, this is a divided nation, and that's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. So those are also part of the straits that this devil is going to witness. And ultimately, death and destruction, confusion. Verse 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon, the bow of steel shall strike him through. All darkness shall be hid in his secret place. Verse 26. A fire shall not be blown, shall consume him. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. And that's what the earth is doing. All right. Everybody knows, how Esau Edom gets down. And slowly but surely, all the nations that's going to gear up for war is going to ultimately come after, the great horde. All right. Even the beast, because the scriptures say the beast is going to turn on the horde. But the precept I was thinking about was in Joel, the 3rd chapter. Let the weak say I am strong. All right. I want to close out with the last precept. I had it. Salakia. It was Salakia. I know it's a precept. Oh, Nahum. About Nineveh. Yep. Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. And that's Babylon the Great also today, even though that was during the time of Nineveh. But we also require that as the times now. On verse 4, because of the multitude of the whoredom of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft, all her philosophies. All right, a way of thinking, the way of, so-called living life. And that's America, Babylon the Great, the well-favored harlot. All right, the virgin daughter of Babylon. All right, so I'm going to have to close out right here. Kahalayim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Teach us this truth, peace, love, and blessings to the elect scattered around the four corners of the earth, mainly in Babylon the Great. Lord, will I do another lesson to this lesson. Till next time, I say shalom.